This is the last angle I was talking about. And of course, I said that when I mention a Mayan city like this, it's good to know that the structure of a city as an ancient city. We have seen already mostly of the buildings. Now about the knowledge Mayas developed in that ancient times. The building you can see there, the second floor building, can you see it? The entrance is like facing west, and on south there is a small window on the wall. Looks like a small hole, a square one, on the wall of the south.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Okay, that one is where Mayas watched in the ancient times the moon and the planet Venus. It's common to see it on south and on north. Thanks to a special attention on the planet Venus, Mayas developed an agricultural calendar. This soil is not very fertile, it's rocky. In order to get the best from these lands, they developed the agricultural calendar. A special attention on the planet Venus, at the moon, it made to Mayas develop a lunar calendar. Then an agricultural and a lunar calendar. Mayas had important knowledge about the moon. All the knowledge we have today about the moon, it's something Mayas also had in the ancient times. They knew that when it's full moon, the sap of the trees is near the tree. And to get a wood from a tree at that time is to get the best wood, the one that can last longer than any other. They knew that when it's full moon, it has an influence in the water, in animals, and in people, and more knowledge about the moon. Now, they developed then a lunar calendar. They also developed a civil calendar and a religious calendar. The civil calendar is just one way to count the time by cycles, same way we do today. Days, weeks, months, years, days, and years, and then we have the long count. Mayas did exactly the same way. Then they developed a civil calendar, and in order to offer all that to the gods, they developed a religious calendar. Then they developed a short count calendar and a long count calendar, 6 calendars. You know, the obsession for Mayas, it was time and space. Like for Greeks was beauty and art. The perfection for Mayas was time and space. 6 calendars for a culture. It's something like any situation has a solution and a time and a space. That way Mayas develop all that kind of knowledge. Now, they also develop a writing system. And of course, all this information I'm talking about now is thanks to a writing system developed by these people in the ancient times. Otherwise, they will be speculations. This is the kind of paper used by Mayas in the ancient times. Look, this one is the inner bark of some kind of trees, a mate. This other one is the fiber of the papyrus, which is the Egyptian paper. I'm going to give you this both to take it in your hands, to feel the texture, the different ones. This is the fiber and this is the bark. This is the one used by Mayas in the ancient times, and this one is the one used by Egyptians. Feel both of them, please. And then if you are so kind to pass around. Now, I mentioned before that Mayas is among the only 5 civilizations in the world that develop a writing system. Mayas is the 5th. There were only 5. That means there are 4 others in different parts of the world. Do you remember some of them?
Oh, Egypt.
Egyptians, yes, is the second.
Mycenaeans. Mycenaeans.
India?
Mycenaeans.
No.
Yeah, Chinese.
China. Right? Is that what you said? No? China. China is the 4th. Mayas is the 5th.
Jordan? I don't know. Somewhere in
Yeah, around that side. But much before.
Please again, what was your
did you
question?
ask? I'm sorry,
I
I
asked
missed your question.
about the 5 civilizations in the world
Roman?
that develop a writing system. That's the 5th one, it's Mayas. The 4th, it's China. Writing, yes. Mayas is the 5th.
So,
China is the 4th.
Egypt.
Egyptians is the 2nd. We're missing the 1st and the 3rd.
Phoenicians.
One before.
Babylonians?
Sumerians. Sumerians is the same people where there is a man in the Bible, Abraham. Abraham is coming from a city which name is Ur of the Chaldeans. Ur, Uruk, Babylon. Sumer itself, they are known as the Sumerians. Sumerians, Egyptians, India, China, and Mayas. 5 civilizations that changed things in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to show you this. Look, this one is a paper, the same I showed. And this one is the Mayan writings, this one. This you can see right now in my hands is an archaeological reproduction. The original one is in stone. It's about 10 feet high. It's about 10 feet high, and then it is this you can see. This one is an alliance. This man was the son of a governor from a province. And the lady down here is the daughter of another province. They both got married. Can we call to that one alliance? Then it was an alliance, and their names, see, which is the ones you can see here, the names, and the date when they got married. Well, this one is a reproduction. We know about all these things to the translation of the Mayan hieroglyphics. Now, and I would like to give you some information about this. I would like to share this with you. This one, ladies and gentlemen, and today, thanks to the translation of the Mayan hieroglyphics, any special day for anyone, it's possible to be translated onto the Mayan hieroglyphics. I would like to give you some information about this. Listen, when we are in a place like this, in a mystic area like this, like in a Mayan area, an old civilization, sometimes people wish to get something from that civilization, something authentic. It's not very easy to find something authentic. Among the most common things people see is like a t-shirt, for example. I remember that in Chichen Itza there is a one. The t-shirt says Hard Rock Cafe Chichen Itza. It doesn't sound Maya. It sounds original idea, but not Mayan. This one I'm talking about is related to the Mayan writings. You know, I am a Mayan person. I am a Mayan descendant. I speak the Mayan language. I'm going to give you some more information about the Mayan language and the bats. Then for me to talk about this kind of thing, it's something very special. It's not just one more tour and that's it. No, it's something very special. Then, listen, about this one. Any special date for anyone, it's possible to be converted onto the Mayan hieroglyphics. How does it work? After talking about this, after the last instructions I'm going to talk about, the ones that wish to get something like this, please stay. I have an application form. You fill it with your name and your special date. What kind of special date? A birthday, a wedding date, or any special date for anyone, it's possible to be converted onto the Mayan hieroglyphics. It's coming like this. If it's a birthday, then it's only one person, male or female. Then it's coming with this next information. The information I'm talking about, it's about the calendars I mentioned. It's coming here with a sacred calendar and a lunar calendar. The way how to read it in Mayan language and the way how to read it in your language. This one is coming with this other information in a pamphlet like this about the Mayan alphabet for the names. About how to read it symbol by symbol, all that kind of information. This one, it's in a folder exactly like this one, showing about the concept of the zero Mayas had in the ancient times and the symbols for the calendar. All that is coming in a folder like this. I like this folder, look. 2012. Okay, something like that. The cost for all this, the set is $20 or 220 pesos. Please, after the last instructions that I'm going to talk about, if you wish to get something like this, stay. You can pay cash or with a credit card. Now, let's check what time is it now. What time is it?
Oh, babe, you didn't get to see it?
All right. That means we still have 1 hour and 10 minutes. You know, thank you very much for your kind cooperation that we were all together in the 3 angles we stopped. It's why we have this time. Otherwise, that we can shorter. We were walking outside. That means we have already explored that area. If you keep walking there,